As we can see, Euro USD has been retracing. Okay, as we know, swing wise we're bullish, fractal structure wise we're bullish, right? So if we come to the daily, you can have here as your um, demand level, so which acted to push the market up higher. So once you push the market up higher, coming into this area, we can look for those buy positions, right? So you can start looking for those buy positions, right? Because you know we're in a bullish market, we're trading according to the trend. If you're on the daily time frame, you could do something of this sort and then just target a new high, perhaps for like a 1 to 2, perhaps, right? Something of that sort. So but we could go on the lower time frame for a more precise entry. So if we look at our lower time frame, what do we have here? We have here this area of demand acted to push the market up higher. Then we came into here, right? So we had this little consolidation, which we took out. And then we just started to push up higher from this demand level, from this demand level, from this demand level. So let's see now that we're coming back into this daily demand, which we also have 4 hour demand situated inside it, right? So let's see what happens from there. If we can push up, if we can get some reaction from that demand, and then we get that change of character to start to buy. But you could enter the markets right now and put your stop below here, but I would be waiting for something a bit more precise so I can find a nice entry. So I would wait for perhaps a push down, right? So push down, we take out this liquidity area, or maybe then we can come into here or even here, and then we use that to buy. We take out this liquidity right here as a liquidity area. We take out this liquidity right here, and then we use that to buy as we are going forward. Okay, guys. So for DXY, for the dollar index, the first thing you can see is we took out all of these lows, right? We took out all of these lows, right, from dollar index, and now that we pushed up. Now we're starting to push up into where? Into the supply level. So we want to see what happens when we get here. If we get that change of character, that to signify that okay, perhaps we want to start to sell the dollar, right? Which would mean buying Euro USD and GBP USD and other related pairs, XSS USD pairs. So let's keep that in mind. Let's watch out for that. But man, this is just beautiful price action. You can just see like we're just in a downtrend, like so. I mean, we've just been coming down and come down, then we just had to consolidate and then still broke down, took out all the lows. So perhaps we might want to go take out the high. Nobody knows. But the only reason why you would want to sell from here is if you get that confirmation from that change of character, right? So let's see what happens and then we can follow. Okay, for GBP USD, as I've been saying, my target was this quarterly open, this area of supply, which we hit yesterday, right? We hit it, took out liquidity. Once we hit it, now we just started to shift. Where's our change of character on the daily? Right here. So this is where we would want to break for the daily, then we can start looking for short positions, right? But from there, but right now we know, okay, we're in a bullish market. I would rather not look for short positions. I would rather look for long positions. That's my first predisposition. And then if market shows me otherwise, then I can change my opinion, right? But the point is, okay, so we've made this push into this quarterly open, which is also a supply, and we grab that liquidity. So it's possible that this will now be an area of supply that we would come into. If we come into this area of supply, we can use it to sell the market, right? So let's watch and let's see what happens. Or from this demand area, we can start to look for buys if we see that change of character. So everything is just all about being careful and watching, waiting for market to show its hand, and then we go. Okay, I keep saying this every day because that's all I do. That's what I do. Is this a routine? I don't have a magic potion or a magic strategy that's just gonna make everybody profitable. Like, I mean, for me too. I mean, we're all struggling, right? But for you, that you've got to figure out. I mean, congratulations. So the point I'm trying to make here is for NZD USD, right? I've been saying this. I've been screaming this for a minute now. If you've been here, I'm only looking for buys, right? So if you look at here, we had this demand level on the daily, which pushed up, acted to push the market up higher. Now we have this liquidity low rate here. We've come into here to, so we're coming into here. Let's see which coincides with the monthly open. If we can get that change of character to push the market up higher, I would be happy to take longs from there. Okay, because as we know the market is bullish, so I would be very happy to take longs from there, but we have to be careful, right? We have to be careful. So we had that liquidity, this liquidity low being grabbed. Perhaps we'll grab this one also, right? And if we look at our 4 hour swing, have we broken that swing high? Okay, we just wicked it. We just wicked it and wicked it. Just wicked it, but we will take it this way from here to here, right? And this will be a retracement into discounted prices, which would be nice for a buy. So let's watch and let's see what happens. If we don't get the confirmation, then we just watch the market continue selling. But this is a nice area because it grabbed liquidity to the left, pushed up, and then now we're coming back into it. So I'm interested in that. Also with AU, I marked this missed trade yesterday when I was doing my review. So if you can see here, right? So we had the quarterly open. We have this area of demand which pushed market up higher, right? And it grabbed liquidity before it did that, and then the quarterly open also has support. Now once we got that push up, right, retracement, right, and then you can find that entry around here to take the market to a 1.3. So this was a missed trade for me, a missed entry, which I had about three last week, three missed entries. Whew. I mean, I was sleeping. I was sleeping, which was sad. But it's good. It's good. I mean, so if you've been here, I've always said, okay, I'm looking for a way to buy that market into this area, right? And we missed that. So it's fine. We just move on to the next one. For BTC, I mean, if you want to sell this market, good luck. So, right? But I mean, I can see it. So we can see this consolidation pattern, right? So you can say, okay, perhaps some people are like, okay, maybe we'll look for sales on BTC and things like that. But for me, I don't. If I'm looking for a sell, I'll be very cautious. Maybe like a 1 to 2, 1 to 1.5. Just always being cautious because okay, so for here we have like okay our weekly open, our monthly open, which is a stronger zone, and our quarterly open right below. Now we've grabbed this liquidity into this area of imbalance, right? In this area of imbalance, that's where we are trading at right now. So perhaps it's a possibility for us to start to see some reversal to the downside, some lower prices on BTC. So we can look for those buys, right? So we have these equal lows, right, open. So it can also be a magnet for price, which is in line with our quarterly open. So let's see what price wants to do and we can move from there. If you come to gold, what is there to say? So we pushed up, we broke structure. This becomes our swing low, this becomes our swing high. Right now we've retraced into discounted prices. So let's see if we get that change of character, right? If we get that change of character, here we have our fractal high, our fractal low. If we get a break above here, then we can look for those buys to take it into new highs, new all-time highs, because I mean that's what we're doing, right? USD CHF, nothing much to say. Nothing much to say. Let's delete some of this buhaha that we have over here. Except for this is a bearish market, as you can see. Now we're retracing into this demand area, which is also our quarterly open that can act as resistance. So let's see how that works. If we get that sell from there, then we can just follow the market, right? We could just follow the market. Maybe we okay, so here we grab liquidity, strong supply. Now we push, came back into it. Now we use it to break structure. So from here, we could start to look for those sells. Maybe we grab this liquidity above, and then we just trickle down lower and lower. And for me, that would just be a good opportunity to sell. For GPP beautiful, beautiful. I mean, this just hit TP this morning. If you were in this trade on Monday, you'd have hit TP today. Just a wonderful trade. Wow, wow. And this was fueled by the unemployment claims that came out in Australia. earlier today, which was bad. So that just for this position to just move. Amazing. I missed this one. This was the second one. The third one actually. Well, USDHF, I skipped it. I missed this one because I was waiting for it. And we took out liquidity. We pushed up, and by the time I saw it, I think I saw it yesterday. So yesterday somewhere around here. So I couldn't quite, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? I can't even quite remember. I think it was day before yesterday or somewhere around here. So we couldn't quite take advantage of it anymore. Think, yeah, it was here. It was here. So you couldn't go and take advantage of it anymore, which is unfortunate. But guys, as I always say, there's always a new trade, always a better trade, always a new opportunity. So there's no point to rush this one when you know another one is gonna present itself if you just be patient. Okay. So I mean that's the mantra. And then finally, I took a buy position on Ethereum. I mean, you can see swing wise we're bullish. Now we have this area of consolidation and we pushed up. So this gave me indication that bulls have stepped into the market upon the retracement into this monthly open. This consolidation with the zero point 0.5 fib. My confidence was there. I took a trade and placed my stop at 444 area, just right around the monthly open. And then let's see if that takes us to TP. Okay. So on the yen, it's just, you can see guys, this is consolidative. This is very, very consolidative. So I would just wait. I'm waiting. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the yen wants to do. I think the yen is also waiting, because of the Japanese political situation at the moment and with their central bank. So we just wait. Most investors are just waiting to see what direction they take. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. I wish you the best and good luck.